Click. All right, time to finish off the show with rapid reactions. A lot of topics, a little bit of time. Take it away, Drink.
Oh, you know what time it is. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis presented the Presidential Medal of Freedom to legendary Florida State coach Bobby Bowden. Well deserved.
Well deserved. Bobby Bowden can't get much better than the things he did at Florida State. By the way, Florida State probably wishes they could bring back Bobby Bowden, even though he's so old. But yeah, I think the definition of who rates the Medal of Freedom is I think Bobby Bowden meets the criteria, and what an honor. And Ron DeSantis, great governor. On Wednesday, the Panthers signed veteran corner AJ Boye. Does that signing make sense for Carolina?
Hey, I'm not mad at it. AJ Boye been above average cornerback in this league for a little while. Probably his last stop wasn't the best. Could have been better, but at the end of the day, I'm not mad at it. Carolina want to make sure their defense is right. I'm never mad at a team want to make sure their defense is right. I mean, the name of the game is offense, but I'm not mad at what Carolina doing at all. I like it all right now. The Oakland Athletics have placed closer Trevor Rosenthal on 60-day DL after surgery he had to treat his severe neurovascular compression. Big deal?
Yeah, I'm assuming it is because he's on the 60-day injured list. So that's going to be out minimum 2 months. I don't have much of a clue of what that neurovascular thing is. But the Athletics, Liam Hendricks, their closer last season, he went to the Chicago White Sox. They brought Rosenthal in to kind of fill that void, but he hasn't pitched yet. Now he's not going to pitch in any time soon. And the A's are off to a devastatingly slow start. So yeah, I think it's a big deal. More or less Miles news, as an LSU associate athletic director is suing the school and accusing university officials of retaliation after she reported Miles's racist remarks and inappropriate sexual behavior. Just keeps getting worse, huh, Drink?
I don't. Okay, so LSU's current head coach is getting called by state representatives on allegations that's currently happening at LSU or that happened recently. And then their former head coach is getting sued for remarks he made when he was the head coach for LSU. It's like, my question is, when do we turn this focus on the leadership at LSU? Because it seems like a culture thing. I could be wrong. This seems like a culture at LSU. Like they have a bad culture there. So it might even get worse, Jay. Who knows? This might not even be the
Yeah.
bottom. It might get worse. So I don't know. This LSU culture is not looking so hot right now. Speaking of things getting worse, a judge have ruled that most of the women suing Texas quarterback Deshaun Watson must identify themselves after they have filed their lawsuits under anonymity. What's your reaction to this news, Jay?
First of all, we covered this story, a few weeks ago, and we didn't quite know what to make of it. I think we were both a little bit skeptical. I think it's safe to say things have changed. We got the police involved in it now. We got
Right.
judges coming out ruling stuff like this. I do think this is a victory for Deshaun Watson, at least in
Right.
terms of crafting a defense. I think it helps if you know who's suing you.
Right.
But in the grand scheme of things, this I don't know how much worse it can get for the Houston Texans. I mean, this is way worse than Bill O'Brien trading it, their all pro players away. And now you don't, now Deshaun Watson, the least of his concerns is who the general manager is. He's got much bigger problems right now. In just his fourth game in Miami, new Heat guard Victor Oladipo suffered a knee injury during Thursday night's win over the LA Lakers. Oladipo has already been ruled out for their upcoming 4-game road trip. X-rays on his knee were negative, and we await the results from his MRI. If Oladipo is out for an extended period, how will that impact their playoff aspirations?
I think it will impact it just simply because you gave up assets to get Oladipo. So, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to get any results from the assets you gave up, and then you're not going to get results from Oladipo. It has to be a problem to your playoff aspiration. It just do. Just because what you gave up, and I'm not sure if you're gonna get anything out of Oladipo. I'm gonna be very honest. When I seen that injury the other night, first thing I did was text you and say Oladipo done. I think he might be done. This looks very similar to a guy that played for the Knicks right now, even though he was more explosive. But these knee injuries, man, the They get you out of there. They get ask Greg Odom. They'll get you out of there quite fast. So I'm not sure what they're going to get out of Oladipo at this point, but yes, it definitely affects their playoff aspiration. The Toronto Blue Jays will likely begin their home season in Buffalo as the Providence of Ontario struggles with COVID and is under a stay-at-home order. Big deal, little deal, or no deal?
It's a little deal. You got to remember the Blue Jays, had to deal with this last year because the northern border was closed due to the pandemic. So I mean, I think they'll be able to overcome it. They definitely probably prefer to be in their home city. But also want to say, if you're living under a stay-at-home order at this point, you probably don't live in a free society anymore. Chargers coach Brandon Staley was complimentary of former Packers center Corey Linsley, saying Linsley and second-year quarterback Justin Herbert can become one of the best tandems in the league. What you make of those comments?
Hey, I like it. Let's build some confidence here. You got a young quarterback. I'm not mad at it. I'm not bad at it, Brandon Staley. Listen, we undervalue the relationship that the center and the quarterback actually have to have. They actually got to have a pretty good relationship if you want to succeed at a high level. So I'm not mad at the coach looking at this and saying, "Hey, let me pump up this center to quarterback connection because we're gonna need it." So I like it. It's some of the better comments I've heard out of coaches lately in the NFL. So yeah, I'm not mad at it at all. South Carolina men's basketball coach Frank Martin has received a 2-year contract extension that will keep him under contract with the Gamecocks until the 2024-25 season. Does this surprise you?
No, it did. I feel like we haven't heard much from Frank Martin in South Carolina since they made the Final Four a few years ago. This past season was not very good. They had several stoppages due to COVID and pretty underwhelming season. And they haven't been all that much successful since that Final Four. So, but then again, it is South Carolina, so it's probably not one of the more attractive jobs. You got Frank Martin; he's proven head coach, so maybe it's a situation where they don't think they can do a whole lot better. Last one tonight, it's UFC Fight Night, Vettori versus Holland on ESPN and ABC at the UFC Apex in Las Vegas. The main event is a UFC middleweight bout between the number 6 ranked contender Marvin Vettori and the 10th ranked Kevin Holland. Who you got, Drink?
Oh man, it's a good one. This is a good one. Been thinking about this, been pondering and thinking. I'm gonna go with the 10th ranked contender Kevin Holland. This fight is a last minute replacement for Holland. Marvin Vettori was supposed to fight Darren Till. I think he's like the number 4th ranked contender. This weekend, Darren Till had to pull out of the fight because of illness or whatnot in his training camp. So Holland fought, I want to say 2 weeks ago, he fought Derek Brunson. He lost that fight by decision. But I don't think it really hurts Holland's stock. That's why I think this fight is very intriguing. So I'm gonna go with Hollins. I'm gonna go with Hollins by decision, and most likely a split decision. I'm not even gonna say unanimous decision. This could be a split decision, most likely. But I'm gonna go with Hollins. His frame, his confidence, where he at right now. I think he gets the win. So yeah, that's how I look at that.
All right, that concludes today's Drink of Wisdom. Thank you for joining us. As always, like, listen, share, subscribe. We appreciate all the support. I'm Jay Wise.
And I'm Nathan Drinker. And remember, make tomorrow better than today and make today better than yesterday. And you know what we gonna do. We gonna holler at you until next time, baby.